Hello my fellow YouTubians! I'm your host Gary G. Me and my production team, we hope you had a fantastic week. And in today's show we want to talk about the Rusty Wasp and a few questions about the motor, the V16 motor. But first, as always, what is it? The riddle! How many Ford Model T were built between 1908 and 1927? 15 million, 13 million, or 10 million? The answer, as always, the end of the show. This week in the garage, we continue with the bodywork and the interior, but without any further ado, see for yourself down in the garage. Yeah, here in the garage we took care on the chassis and also on the grill so that it looks a little bit more realistic. First, we painted everything in rusty brown. Added some water and salt. And painted the whole car blue. Now it's time to brush off the salt, and what's left over is some pretty realistic looking rust. Time to scratch build the dashboard. Took care on the interior. Now back in the studio. Some of you wanted to know where I have this V16 motor from. Well, 2 years ago I wanted to build a red rod with a huge engine in it. After looking in some kits from tanks and airplanes, It seemed no one provided like a big motor like this. So I decided to make one from scratch. Did some research online, a couple days, actually, as a matter of fact, a couple weeks, and took some reference pictures out, took some measurements, and I was ready to scratch build that thing. And this is the product that I made, you know. And of course, I did from that thing, I made a mold, which looks like this, a silicone mold, and filled it up with resin, and then bada bing bada boom, you have your motor. So that's how I came on that. Of course, since I don't have a pressure pot or something like this, it needs a little love, but it's a good motor. And so that's where I have this big boy from. But now to the answer of the riddle. The Model T was a very successful project. Everyone wanted to have one. But how many were built back then? The answer in the riddle. Well, alright, another Saturday morning show goes in the last round. I sure hope you had a few nice minutes with us. Don't forget to tune in next Saturday at the same time. Share, like and subscribe. Now, love and friendship. Something you can't buy. Respect all people. Keep that hobby alive. See you next Saturday, folks.
See you next Saturday.
Yeah. This week in the garage, we started with the bodywork and with the interior. It's gonna be rusty and it's gonna be dusty.